just straighten you up a little bit. The light's a bit bright, isn't it? Here we go, lovely job, Lee. Right, just doing myself some supper. Where are we? Oh, I don't know, middle of January, something like that. I've been held up for about 4 or 5 days since Carl and Helen left. Got Snooker rocking on the telly. And, you know, isolated and all that, because I did do an FL2, lateral flow test, LF2 I should say. Yeah, it was positive about 6 days ago. I'll do another one tomorrow, and that should make me clear, but I have been poorly. Knocked me about a little bit since Carl went, so I just settled down for a few days without going anywhere, basically. I didn't even go to the shop for 4 days. But hey, what you do, what you do, it's everywhere, and it's prolific. But it did mess our New Year celebrations up, but never mind. Anyway, I've got some cooking. I bought myself some a pot of dried noodles. I've soaked those, I've got them in the pan. I've got a bit of chicken, peppers, tomatoes, I've got corn, onion, all sorts of there. Got some soy sauce rocking in there as well. I've got some butter melting in the pan. I've got all sorts going in there, so I'm going to get this rocking, guys, and I'll show you when it's all plated up. Back at you in a minute. Oh, where are we? Skye's on the door. It's 5:10. It's 12 degrees outside. Blimey, O'Reilly, straight to my bloody hair. 12 degrees outside. We've got 20 in the car outside. It's been really mild the last 3 days, but it's been pissing down the rain every single day. So if I'm going to isolate, get myself locked up with this virus, that's been the ideal 3-4 days to do it, plus 4 or 5 days with Carl. We all was in isolation, even though we popped out. It was remote when we went out, so we was nowhere near anyone. Got a sore throat. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop talking because it's hurting my throat. I'll get my dinner rocking. Now it's just noodles, that's all. Noodles, chicken. I've cut some red peppers, green peppers up. So I'll put soy sauce in there. A touch of garlic as well. Lovely job though. Just let that thicken up a little bit. That butter will just give it a nice glow, a nice sauce to it, and a nice taste as well. I don't know if I'm going to eat all that myself. No doubt Skye will have a bit of that. It's a bit rich for Skye, I think. No, I don't think I'll give it to Skye because she'll be sick. Skye's had her dinner, so yeah, I'm down at Broadford for a bit. I'll be going up to the point that I haven't covered yet, hopefully, for the last couple of weeks of the tour. Coming to the end of the tour soon. It's a bit sad actually, knowing that I've only got a couple of weeks left. We're rocking into 4 months now. 4 months winter life on Skye. And bloody hell, we've had some adventures, haven't we? We really have. New Year, that just topped the bloody disasters New Year did with the virus hitting us, but never mind. We're all good. I think Helen and Carl will be back on the mainland now. They stayed for a little bit longer for isolation. They didn't want to take it back. They stayed back for isolation and they've gone back now. I think they're back in the Midlands. Lovely job, mate. This is looking absolutely pocket, guys. I'll just show you. What it's looking like in the pan. This will certainly line my stomach because it needs lining at the moment. I haven't eaten much at all, to be honest, the last few days. Anyway, turn the camera around. There you go, just watching a bit of snooker. Lovely job, mate. Skye's down there looking up at me. She's had her dinner. Right, here we go, guys. A nice stir fry. Is that in focus? I don't know if you can see that with the light. There you go, nice stir fry. Lots of green, red peppers, chicken, onions, all sorts going on in there. Right, let's have a look at. Oh, some message just popped down. Let's have a look at my dinner. Here we go. Don't know if you can see that, guys. It's a bit dark. It's not showing up very well. There we go. Nice Chinese stir fry. Lovely job, mate. And a nice bit of crusty bread and butter. Well, the Isle of Skye has many ancient legends, and this is one of them. Down here at Sligachan Bridge, just in the lee of the Quay range of mountains. We're just popping our head above the bridge wall now, here at Sligachan.
and in the background there you can see the Quay range of mountains. There is a particular story here, as legend has it, that if you stick your face in the waters you will be blessed with eternal beauty, but it must be under the bridge. You must stick your face in the water for 7 seconds and let the winds blowing down from the mountain range dry your face naturally. It's then that you will be blessed with eternal beauty. The story that is that Skye once had a fierce female warrior named Skye, who was one of the greatest warriors ever, and Highland got a whiff of her talents, and Quay from Highland came across to fight her. Quay travelled over to Skye to fight Skye, and Skye was fearless and hurricane in strength. The battle raged for weeks and weeks and weeks, and her daughter ran down to the river Sligachan under the bridge and cried and begged for the fighting to stop, and she was in luck. What she did not know was that the water was the gateway between the fairy world and our own lands, and as such the fairies heard her plead. They instructed her to stick her face into the water for 7 seconds and let it dry in the winds of the Quay. Then she ventured around Skye, gathering the loveliest herbs, meats and nuts that she could find on the way, went back to her home and cooked a perfect meal. The smell of the meal was so intense and delicious that it lingered around Skye, and Quay and Skye quickly put their fierce weapons down, halted their fighting, and went back to Skye's home to feast on a beautiful meal. And because they had feasted together, they could no longer fight as anyone's guest in their house. Once they have eaten, there was a truce, and there was no more fighting to be had. And due to Skye's beauty and her tears of love that poured into the river on that day, the fairies will grant anyone now eternal beauty if you dip your face into the river under the bridge for 7 seconds and let it dry naturally in the lovely breeze off the Quay range, and you and all of us will have eternal beauty.
Oh, it's howling! Look at this glorious place, Sligachan. The river's in full spite after all the rains we've had. Don't scare the Skye. Nicely, nicely. It's quite an inquisitive little sheep, or ram, or Skye's behaving. I think she's coming over to say hello. Hello. She's coming round. Steady Skye. Nice Skye. Skye, nice. Nice Skye. Look at this. Look at this. And she's not barking. Nice Skye. Wow. Skye is being friendly with the sheep, guys, for the first time in 5 months. And that sheep stinks. Jesus Christ, I can hardly breathe. You stink, fella. You stink, mate. You really do. You smell. Skye's alright. She's not barking. Them other two bloody dogs are over there. Noisy buggers. The Skye's behaving. Who's that, Skye? Hey, who's there? She's actually giving her a kiss, look. She's giving a sheep a kiss. You ain't bothered, are you, mate? You don't give a damn, do you? Hey? You don't give a damn, hey? You don't give a damn. Just trying to eat my camera. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this. Skye sitting next door to a sheep. And she's not going mental. Absolutely love it. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl, Skye. And madam or sir, you actually stink. And she's off. Right, Skye. What you guys, how we all doing? Warm welcome back again. I've moved up the coast now towards Ewig, and I'm looking down at Ewig, down at the bottom in the bay there. I'm up on the top road leading down into Ewig from Portree. And a bit of a mixed day today. There's been clouds and a bit of rain, but the sun's coming out a bit now, and it's a bit breezy out there. It's Skye. Hello, baby. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm just sitting here having a nice cup of tea on this pint here, guys. I'll show you a little view out the window in a minute. Down at Ewig, the port of Ewig, which is up in the north. This is a ferry port. It's quite a little settlement. I think it's the second biggest settlement on Skye, besides Portree. Portree being the capital, of course. And it's a lovely little remote place. You get the ferry to Harrison Lewis from here. So when I do Harrison Lewis, hopefully, maybe in the spring, with thanks to all you guys helping me support the channel, we can afford to get the ferry across now. I think it's about £150, something like that, to get the ferry across. So hopefully I'll be back up here in the spring. As you know, I've got to go back down to the east coast of England, where my old flat was, and empty, get all my stuff out of there and move it down to my daughter's house, which will be my postal address. But we're nearly 5 months in now to the trip, which is lovely. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Your support has been really amazing, guys, really. Every single one of you that supported the channel, not only with the your join memberships and your donations over Christmas, and all your comments, your support, sharing the videos. The videos are going up a little bit now in views, which is nice. It's always nice to see the views coming in. It'd be nice to get over 1,000 views a video. I did do on the Anglesey adventure going back last year. We was having well over 1,000 views a video. But for some reason we're not getting the views on this Scotland trip. I don't know why. Something to do with YouTube analytics, the way they promote the channel. I don't know. But it can only be promoted by you guys sharing the videos, guys. That's the biggest thing. Press that share button, the curved arrow. Pressing that, sharing it to your social media sites. Hey, Skye. How you doing, Skye? You want to go, oh, the sun's coming out. Blimey, the sun's shining. Oh, that's the first time in a few days. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, I settled down at Portree for about a week just to get over the COVID. I'm more or less over it now, but it's still lingering about. You can feel it. Heavy head and a bit chesty, a bit coughy, but I will get a lateral low test just to double check that I'm over it now. But they're starting to relax all the rules now, which is nice. They're going to you're not going to have to wear masks soon, in England anyway. And social gatherings will be all back, so it's looking good. The figures are looking good, so hopefully we'll get back to some sort of norm. But Scotland will take a bit longer because they're a bit they do things differently up here, which is a bit strange. But anyway, I'll show you a little view out the window of the lovely port of Ewig, U-I-G, Ewig, up here in the north. As I say, it's a tiny little ferry settlement port. For the ferry over to Harris and Lewis. I'll just show you out the window. It's Christine looking nice. I put all the lights on the roof now, so we've got like star effect, which is nice. You right, Skye? You right, Skye? All right. Get off, mate. Having a nice cup of tea up here. Just a little pit stop before I go down into Ewig. The wind's blowing a bit, guys. absolutely beautiful. Stunning, even in the cloud, it is stunning to see at the front window as well. We've got all the mountains and the glens down there. That's the road that leads down into Ewig. Lovely. There's a little road down there by the side of the ocean. I might try and get down there and find a camp, but there's Ewig down there, tiny little port. I might find some camp ups down there as well. That dogleg road up there, that hairpin bend road up there on the top of Ewig, that's the one I came down with Roman and Raymond, Helen and Carl. They've been gone over a week now. They're back in their home, I think, in the UK, sorting some things out. But that was a really tight road that was coming down there. I won't be going up that road, I ain't going to risk that. But I will be going down into Ewig, try and find a nice park up, and we'll have a look, we'll have a good meander, a good bimble round Ewig, see what it's got to offer. I know this afternoon, and we'll set up camp somewhere, find a nice camp. Be nice to get one right on the dockside down there somewhere, and we'll explore the area. It's lovely. Windy. There we go. I'm on the side of the road here, right on the top road, the main road leading down into Ewig from Puttry. Beautiful. And that leads out to the ocean there, over to the Isle of Harris. I think it's about an hour and a half on the ferry. But hopefully we'll be back here in the spring and we'll go and explore the Isle of Harris and Lewis. Right, back at you later, guys. There we go, let's pull out. Down we go towards Ewig. Lovely jubbly. So it's a bit of a... The sun comes out now and again. It's quite a nice day actually. It's pretty cold though. It's breezy up here anyway on this top road leading down into Ewig. We're going to run down into Ewig now. It's only a tiny settlement. I don't think there's a lot here, but I want to stay here for at least 3 or 4 days and explore the area. As you know, guys, I like to settle down and explore what's about. It's a nice twisty road down to the bay. I've got to look out for the roads on the left here leading down to that oceanside road. I don't know whether it's private down there, but we'll have a look anyway. Just rolling down this hill nice and taking my time. Alright, Skye, taking my time, keeping an eye out for any possible wild camps. Yeah, I've been on the island now for nearly 5 months, and every single camp has been off-grid wild camps. You know, I don't pay to do campsites or nothing like that, guys. That's not my style. No doubt one day I may do something like that. There's a little car park here. Tiny little turret there, kind of. Skye. Very good. It's starting to rain now. Right, there should be a road to the left leading down into the bay. Whether I can go down there in Christine, I don't know, but we'll have a look. It's all about exploring for me. You know, I do push it sometimes by having a look at what we've got here. Coal. That's a road there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that must be the one. Anyway, I'll come back to it a bit. Right, we're just coming into the right, Skye. Just coming into the outskirts of Ewig Pier. It's a bit of a dull day, but never mind. There's the pier there to the left, guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and park up and get it better. And the ferries, the actual Harris ferry is pulling out. Oops, daisy, wrong gear, Stephen. Here we are now, coming up to Ewig Pier. We've got a garage here, which is good. That's good news. So we've got somewhere for diesel. There's the ferry going out there, guys. I don't know whether you can see that. here. This nice soccer to go. Here we go, we've just missed the ferry's just pulled out. Right, back at you in a bit, guys. Alright, here we are, Skye. Right, here we are, it's Ewing. It's a ferry port, but it is pretty. It's surrounded by mountains and you've got the lovely ocean there as well. There's plenty of fishing boats out there. The ferry's just gone to Harris, we just missed that. But what I'll do, I'll get wrapped up and we'll go and have a look, eh, Skye? We'll go for a walk. Come in, we'll go for a walk. You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? You like this bone? You like this bone, don't you? Hey, you like this, don't you? Hey, you like this bone? I don't know what it's made out of, but she seems to like it. Yeah. She seems to like it. She's been chewing on it for hours. Some of these chews you get, they're gone within seconds. You want something that will last. Give their teeth. Oh, she's pulled a bit off the end. Give their teeth a good. Looks after the teeth, doesn't it, when they can chew on something like this? I don't know what it's made out of. It looks like, I don't know, cartilage or something. But she seems to. You love that, don't you? You love that, don't you? I think it's about £2. But you know, if they last an hour or so, especially when I'm out doing filming, I can leave her with one of these, and she's quite happy. Which is lovely. It's a bit bloody cloudy, which is a shame. It's a bit windy as well. Hopefully in the next few days, it's going to stay here for a couple of days. Hopefully for the next few days it'll brighten up and we can get some decent filming in. Because you know, you need a bit of sun for vlogging, really. She's lovely, isn't it? So go on, Skye. Go on, Skye. Anyway, back at you in a bit, guys.